October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and today we'd like to spend a little bit of time talking to you about some of the things that the Wichita Police Department is doing to address this community problem. We're very pleased to have Wichita Police Chief Gordon Ramsay here with us today. Chief, thanks for being here.
Oh, you bet. Thanks for having me.
Well, first, would you talk a little bit about what your department is doing to help with this problem?
Well, domestic violence is a major issue. You know, when you look at the number of police calls we have, the number of women that are injured because of domestic violence, we want to be the best we can. So we collaborate very closely with our partners in the criminal justice agency, other criminal justice agencies, whether it's prosecution or probation, or the advocacy groups.
Mm-hmm. And how many officers or how big of a team do you have dedicated to this?
Well, it depends. There's a core group of about 4 investigators that solely focus on this, but you got to keep in mind a lot of our officers on the street are dealing with this throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. I know it's probably hard to put into words, but how big of a problem would you say this is for Wichita?
Well, when you look at our the homicide rate, the number of women that are killed by their abusers, it's substantial. We had 3 homicides alone in July. We had 1 last week. And I would say it's a significant problem in our community.
Mm-hmm. And then I know you guys are looking at some new initiatives to try to make sure you guys are doing the best you can.
Right, because in my book, there's always room for improvement. Mm-hmm. And this is such a serious topic that we need to make sure we are doing everything we can to prevent violence against women. So we're partnered with the others in the criminal justice groups as well as our advocacy agencies, and we are looking at having an audit done, a systems audit, mm-hmm. that will come in and look at how we work together and are we being victim-centered and ensuring women's safety.
If somebody out there is watching this and thinking, I think I might know somebody who's a victim, what kind of things might they look for?
Well, you got to keep in mind that it's the number 1 reason women go to emergency rooms, number 1 reasons for visits. So it's a significant issue. When you start noticing bruising, controlling, where they're not ever able to get away from their partner, where they're always there, maybe grabbing, some of those things, aggressive behavior. Those are some signs that it may be an issue. Also, one of the things that we see a lot with abusers is they tend to try and isolate the victim from family and friends.
And so if you see these signs, then what do you do?
Well, we have some wonderful advocacy groups in Wichita, and I think it's important to reach out to the advocates that work with victims and families that can help them get the help they need and the counseling they need, and to really understand how the whole cycle of control works. Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want people to know before we wrap up?
No, I think it's important to know that if someone suspects it's going on or they see abuse occurring, that they need to call 911 and report it, mm-hmm. because we want to do what we can to ensure victim safety, but we also don't want to see people get hurt. And like I said, the numbers that we're seeing is very high, and we want to do what we can to bring those down and ensure everybody's safety.
Absolutely. Chief, thanks so much for being here.
Yep, thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching this City 7 News Now Update.